Jai Shri Mataji, hello everyone. My name is Bodil.
Jai Shri Mataji.
Is my sound okay?
Yes, it's okay.
Wonderful.
Can you also hear me?
I can.
Okay. Jai Shri Mataji，大家好。今天来带我们静坐的姐妹，来自英国，名叫 Bodhi。
So today we are going to do a workshop for the Hamsa Chakra.
今天我们会做一个关于明善轮的工作坊。
And these workshops are a work done with great love and surrendering to our Mother's holy lotus feet.
这个工作坊呢，是用极大的爱以及交托，在Shri Mataji的莲足之前。
We wish to use our Sahaj knowledge to become pure instruments.
我们希望大家都能够透过这个纯粹的撒哈加瑜伽的知识，而成为纯粹的工具。
So as we work out our own individual subtle system, we also cleanse the chakras and channels of the whole Virata. And so we contribute to the evolution of the whole world.
当我们在清洁我们个人的经纬层面的系统的时候，我们也同时在清洁整个宇宙大我 Virata 的经纬层面系统。也就是这样，我们小小的贡献能对整个世界造成一点改变。
So Shri Mataji, thy will be done. Namaste.
所以Shri Mataji，请您来做 Namaste。
So we can take up our Kundalini and do Bandhan together.
我们可以一起提升能量，滑板单。
And if you wish, you can offer Namaskar.
我们也可以向母亲做 Namaskar。
Let's watch the first video from Hamsa Chakra Puja in 1988.
可以一起来看第一段母亲的影片，关于明善轮的普讲。
There's no sound.
我们没有听到声音。
Which is, I think, very important for the Western world rather than for the Indian or the Eastern. we have never yet paid much attention to this center of Hamsa, which is, I think, very important for the Western world rather than for the Indian or the Eastern. The reason is, at the Hamsa Chakra, part of the Ida and Pigila come out and manifest. Means the expression of Ida Pigala is given through the Hamsa Chakra. So this Hamsa Chakra is the one that as if has not gone up to the Agya, but is holding on certain threads or certain parts of the Ida and Pigala. And they start flowing through your nose, expressing through your eyes, from your mouth and from your forehead. So you know that Vishuddhi Chakra has got 16 petals which look after the eyes, nose, throat, tongue, teeth. But the expression part of it comes through the Hamsa Chakra of all these. So, it's a very, very important thing in a Western mind to understand Hamsa Chakra. There's a beautiful couplet about this in Sanskrit. Hamsa Shvetaha Pakaha Shvetaha Ko Vedo Hamsa Vakayo Nilakshira Viveketu Hamsa Hamsa Pakaha Paka. Meaning the crane and the swan both are white. And what makes the difference between the two? If you mix the water and the milk together, the Hamsa will just suck in the milk. So it can discriminate between the water and the milk. Why? The Baka means the crane cannot. It's a very significant thing for Sahaja Yogis to understand. Discretion is to be understood very deeply within ourselves, and how we develop discretion is very important in Sahaja Yoga. But before we go to that, let us see how this discretion plays a part very much in the manifestation of our expressions outside. We are the people in the West who always try to express ourselves outside. It's very important how you look. It's very important where you look, what you look, what you see. It's very important that your appearance should be good. Very particular, they spend lots of time in improving their appearances. This is the minimum. Then they have a method by which we call the medias. The country speaks or manifests through the medias. And the medias have to have a training. Every country has its specialty, one better than the other. And when you see all of them, you find they lack discretion completely. Also, in our speech, in our expression of literature, expression of poetry, expression of our relationships with others. Any kind of expression requires discretion, which is a deep-seated knowledge or wisdom. If in the West people were not so much outside, they would have been much better off, I think. If, supposing in England, people don't become punks, then others will laugh at them. And they'll think that this man has no money to become a punk. So kind of a fashion that sets in a society of that kind, which has no discretion and which is very outward. Fashions won't work out in countries where they are deeply rooted into traditions and into proper understanding of life. Of course, the countries which have been very ancient have been traditionally trying to improve themselves with error and trial methods, have developed much better discretion, much better understanding. But the countries which are not gone through all that ordeal, have not worked out, have not gone through that discipline, lack in discretion. And that's why many of the people, though they are of very deep seeking, have gone astray. If they had discretion, they would not have gone astray, they would not have gone to wrong places, but the discretion was missing. So, it comes to the discretion how to use your Ida Nadi and Pingala. And discretion to understand what is good and what is bad. Now let us see the Ida Nadi. Ida Nadi is very important because the discretion in this can only come through traditional understanding. Ida Nadi starts from the Ganesha's point, Muladhara. So first we miss the biggest support, the biggest help, the biggest nourishment of holiness and auspiciousness at Muladhara, if we have no discretion. We always take the thing which is detrimental to our growth and also which may destroy us, not only us but the whole country. We like people who are destructive when there is no discretion. Discretion means that you must choose the things which are good for you, which are benevolent to you, which are good for the collective, which are good for your asset.
Thank you. So we can start our workshop by taking our attention to the Muladhara.
我们可以开始今天的工作坊，借由将我们的注意力先放在根轮之上。
And we sit before Sri Ganesha and we know that he is there right in front of us.
我们坐在Sri Ganesha 之前，而我们在心里清楚，他确实在我们面前。
So we can just stay here for a moment. And can you feel his presence?
我们可以在这里静静的待一会儿，并且感受到他的到来，他的存在。
keeping our attention on him, on Sri Ganesha. You can imagine him in front of you, but not making an effort for a mental image.
我们可以感受是个内下的存在，我们可以想象它正在我们面前，但不是借由任何思维上的想象，只是去感受它。
But we project our devotion, our gratitude, and we expand it out from our heart.
我们将我们的奉献、我们虔诚的心、我们的感谢投向它。
Shri Ganesha, please let me be in your attention and show me that you are with me.
Shri Ganesha, 请您让我在您的注意力之中。Shri Ganesha，请您向我展现您与我们同在。
So I will sing the Shri Ganesha mantra 4 times.
我们可以一起说 Shri Ganesha 的 mantra 4次。
Om Tvameva Sakshat
Om Tvameva Sakshat
Oh.
Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha
So let us pray to Shri Ganesha.
让我们向Shri Ganesha祈祷。
Shri Ganesha, please awaken in me the discretion of the left side.
Shri Ganesha，请您在我们的左脉唤醒。
Let me appreciate and embody all the positive aspects of my conditionings, my country, my culture, its traditions and wisdom.
请您赐给我们所有来自我们左脉的美好特质，所有美好的制约，所有的智慧，所有来自我的国家、我的文化，所有来自过去美好的一切。
Let me radiate and express that beauty. Make me sensitive to everything auspicious.
请您让我散发这份美好的特质，请您让我对神圣的事物感到敏感。
So we can now take our attention to the Hamsa between the eyebrows.
所以我们可以将我们的注意力来到我们的明善轮之中，明善轮介于我们两个眉毛之间。
And we ask Shri Ganesha, please awaken completely on our Hamsa.
我们可以请求Shri Ganesha，请您来到我们的明善轮，请您在我们明善轮之中完全的觉醒。
And we ask Shri Mataji, please reside in our Hamsa Chakra.
也请求Shri Mataji，请您来到我们的明善轮之中。
Awaken within me the pure awareness of auspiciousness.
请您在我们之中完全的觉醒，并且唤醒我们最纯粹的明电力。
So we can sing 2 mantras for the Hamsa, which is Hamsa Chakra Swamini and Shri Omkara. So, yeah.
我们可以献上2个关于明善轮的口诀。
Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Hamsa Chakra Swamini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Omkara Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Let's listen to the next clip from the puja.
让我们来听第2段母亲的讲话。
You should not use me for your own purpose in that manner. But in any case, you are using me. But with the understanding that Mother is all the time with me and is helping me, there's no need to come forward and jump on my time and to take my time and to bother me so that I should feel, oh God, when will I get rid of this? Or others have a thing, Mother, you must come to my house, you must take my child, you must meet my husband, he might be a drunkard. So taking attention to what you call yours is also indiscretion. Instead of that, you put your attention to me instead of taking my attention to you. It's a very delicate line, as if we are walking on a sword. It's a very, very delicate line of discretion. But once you know, as a state within yourself, you are discreet. It cannot be discrete even if you want to. And that is what is the ascent part. So once you come out of this chakra and pass through your agya, you enter into sastara where you have to be discrete. Whatever then comes out from there blessed, whatever expression comes out blessed from the sastara is all discrete and beautiful. Some people have a habit of dominating me also. Like I am talking, they are talking. If I am saying something, they will talk. Then I play tricks. I am good at playing tricks. But I am very discreet. It's alright. My discretion plays the tricks. Because if I am direct, you won't like it. So better be discreet and play tricks. In everything that we do, discretion expresses itself. And if you are a solid Sahajogi or a Sahajogini, your discretion is evident and everybody sees it and knows it that it is there. So for all of you, it is important to develop your discretion today and to ask me to recite your Hamsa Chakra so that you are all the time stationed in the power of discretion. With discretion we have evolved to human state. And to go further, we have to develop our innate discretion, which I think is the essence of all the religion, of all the adventures we have had, of all the lives which we have known, is the discretion around which everything moves. May God bless you. May God bless you. You should not use
So we're going to go back to the puja talk and listen to a different clip, please. So I'm just waiting for the other video. This was not the, we should watch the other video, the other clip. Shimataji speaks about intuition.
So when we say hum and sa, this The discretion of the Ida Nadi is intuition. If you develop that discretion within you through your meditative powers, you develop intuition. And intuition is nothing but is the help of the ganas which are surrounding you. If you learn to take help from the ganas, you can become very intuitive, and without much intelligence of yours, you can say the right thing. The whole of Sahaja Yoga, I would say 50% at least out of that is based on intuition. For that you have to develop a proper sense of Sri Ganesh. Sri Ganesh in its right sense you have to understand. From there starts, because he is Ganapati, he is the one who is the master, is the chief of all the ganas. So the ganas give you the intuition. For example, say I have to go somewhere, and then what I say is that no, I won't be able to go there tomorrow, and I won't go somehow. And people think, Mother, how do you know? I do, because the ganas are there, and what they say is the truth. They know all about it. Or anything I say about someone comes true. So they start asking me, how is it, Mother, you have come to know about it? I live on intuition. Like I have to catch a plane, I know by intuition what's going to happen. This part has to develop by worshipping Sri Ganesh. So imagine Sri Ganesha also rules a part of the Hamsa Chakra. The discretion of the Ida Nadi is.
Thank you. So the ganas are working things out and informing us all the time. They speak to us through the intuition, which is the power of our left side.
所以，迦兰仙众在我们之中，在我们周围，无时无刻的在帮助我们。他会向我们告知上帝的讯息。
So when we say
No. And one way to get a stronger intuition is to ask a question to a deity or to the divine and wait to see if we get an awareness.
其中一个提升直觉力的方式，就是向神奇询问，抛出一个问题，并且等待这个回答。
It can be a new insight, a dream, a message. And as you validate these intuitions, they will become clearer to you.
这个回答可能会是以一个迹象，以一个演讲的形式，或是一个梦境来显现。当我们对于这个问题是纯粹的愿望，这个回答一定会来到我们之中。
So we will just ask a few questions to Sri Ganesha, who is Ganapati, who is Lord of the Ganas.
我们会一起向 Sri Ganesha 提问题。Sri Ganesha 是 Ganapati， 是迦兰仙众之主。
And we humble down and we try and feel which of these questions is truly right for you.
我们在内在谦虚下来，并且我们感觉这些问题是为了我们自己的灵而问的。
And in the moment or in the coming days or weeks, see if you will get a sort of an answer.
在我们询问的时候，或者是在我们 这个工作坊之后的几天，我们可以观察一下这个问题是否有来到。
So again, we can connect with Shri Ganesha from the heart and we pray.
接着，当我们祈祷的时候，我们要在心中感觉到跟 Shri Ganesha 的连接。
Shri Ganesha, we ask for your blessings in the form of a strong intuition and a connection to you. Please show me how I can grow.
Shri Ganesha, 我们在心中请求与您的连接，请您赐给我们强而有力的明辨力，并且请您指导我们该如何成长。
So I will ask a few questions. Have I truly developed my discretion?
我们会问一些问题。Shri Ganesha，我们是不是妥善的发展了我们的命善论，我们的明辨力？
Am I following the guidance of the Ganas?
我们是否遵从神奇们的指示指导？
Is my Hamsa clear or am I confused?
我的明善轮是否洁净，或者我是否仍然感到疑惑？
Am I influenced by inauspicious things?
我是否被一些不是神圣的事情给影响？
Am I expressing the beauty of the spirit in my daily life?
我是否在日常生活之中彰显我的灵的美丽？
Am I genuine? Or is there still artificiality or superficiality in me?
我是否足以慷慨？或者在我之内是否仍有虚假、虚伪存在？
Am I living the essence of all the religions?
我是否活在所有宗教的本质之上？
Okay, so we will now talk about Hamsa and the physical aspect of the Hamsa. And I will explain a few things and do some treatments.
接着第三个阶段，我们会进入明善轮的关于身体层面如何照顾它。
So, as Sri Mataji explained, our Kundalini does not move through the Hamsa. So it's not worked out for us.
所以，如同须玛特记解释过的一样，明善轮其实并不位在我们中脉之中，所以灵量并不会经过它自动的帮我们清洁。
We cannot simply surrender and let it leave this chakra alone for the Kundalini to work it out. We must care for it.
我们不能只是交托，等待能量或等待我们的灵量来清洁，我们必须要自己关照、照顾这个轮穴。
So if you can show my video to everyone, can everyone see me?
我们可以把 Body 姐妹的影片放大吗？所以大家可以更好看到它。
Okay. So we're going to do some treatments for the Hamsa. So the first thing we can do is to make our hands more sensitive and have more vibrations by massaging them.
所以我们可以按摩我们的双手，让我们的双手能够感觉到更多能量，能够更敏感。
You can use oil or not.
你可以使用油，或者是直接这样子按摩也可以。
So we can massage our hands quite deeply and then gently shake it off onto the earth.
我们可以深入的按摩我们的双手，接着像姐妹那样把双手稍微抖一下。
And we can massage the chakras on Shri Chakra and Shri Lalita Chakra because they are the expression of the power of the whole left and right side.
我们也可以同时按摩我们肩膀两侧月轮跟日轮的地方，因为它代表着我们左右两脉表达的这个所有的力量。
And always when we are massaging a part of our body, our attention should be on the subtle.
而我们按摩的时候，我们要永远记得，我们不是只是在按摩身体，我们要感知我们内在更精微的能量系统。
So the chakra is inside, so we can massage here or here or the whole area.
所以，因为我们的轮穴是在我们之内的，所以你可以在4个角度不同的地方，或者是整个肩膀都按摩。
Okay. And then we can take our fingers and we can now massage up the nose like this. You massage up to the Hamsa and out the eyebrows.
接着我们可以借由我们2个食指，从鼻子的两侧按摩到我们的冥善轮，接着再由眉骨的地方向两边延展。
And we can take the index finger and massage the Hamsa.
接着我们可以用食指逆时钟的用对冥善轮按摩。
And on the eyebrow, we can go quite deep. If it feels tender or painful, it means you need to massage it more often.
接着我们可以在眉骨这边按摩，我们要稍微施加一点压力。如果我们按摩的时候感觉到有一点痛，或是有一点紧绷，那代表我们应该要更长的照顾这个地方，更长的按摩它。
So our Hamsa gets affected by everything that comes to the Vishuddhi and the Agya from the front and the back.
我们的冥善轮会受到影响，借由我们在前面，借由我们前面跟后面的额轮所看到的、所接触到的所有事物。
So Shri Mataji has shown a technique where we take 2 fingers.
所以Shri Mataji有告诉我们一个治疗方法，让我们用右手食指跟中指。
From the back, we go around, and then we hit the Sahasrara.
从后额轮，我们绕半圆到前面，接着我们打左手掌心的顶轮的部分。
We can do it 3 times.
我们可以这样做3次，
Make a sound.
发出一点声响。
And then we can take over the eyes and to the back around like that. So it's the opposite. We start by the eyes and we go around. And we hit the Sahasrara point.
接着我们可以从前面的眼睛的地方换一个方向，一样达到顶轮
So we're
的。
clearing the back agya and the eyes.
所以我们这个治疗方法，我们可以清洁我们的后额轮以及我们前面眼睛的地方。
Okay. And then I want to just mention a few things about ghee and camphor.
接着我们会跟大家谈一下关于 ghee 跟樟脑。
Some things that we have learned from yogis in the UK, a yogi named Fergie that I know you have met in workshops before.
所以我们会看一个瑜伽士的分享，他的名字是来自英国的 Uncle Fergie。 我知道你们之前有在工作坊看过他。
So what we need to understand is that the Hamsa is at the level of the skull. It's right here. It's the sinuses that are here behind. It's in the skull. It's not in the throat. It's right here.
所以有一个很重要的是，我们的明善轮是在两个眉骨之中，所以它就在我们眉骨这个地方。
So when we apply ghee, it should touch the inside of the skull and not go into the throat.
所以当我们点这个 ghee 的时候，它应该要从我们的鼻子往上触碰到眉骨的这个地方，而不是往下流到我们的喉咙处。
So if you apply liquid ghee, you need to take your head so far back that when it runs down, it's on the inside of the nostril, on the outside here, and it doesn't fall back into the throat. You will feel the difference.
所以当我们点 ghee 的时候，我们的头必须要非常的往后，所以它才可以由上来到我们眉毛中间的这个地方，从鼻子这边，而不是往后再倒回去到喉咙的地方。
An alternative method that you can try is to use one of these.
所以一个替代的方法，或许你可以尝试是拿一个棉花棒。
So you can take some ghee and heat it on your hand, and you take it as far up as you can, and then you do like this, and it goes up.
所以大家可以拿一个棉花棒，然后沾一点已经融化了热的 ghee， 然后涂在我们鼻子的最深处，然后另外一个鼻孔先压住，然后吸气，所以这个 ghee 可以直接来到我们明善轮的位置。
We do not need ghee down here in the nose. It doesn't do anything.
我们不需要 ghee 在我们鼻子的地方，在下面这边我们都不需要。
It needs to come all the way up.
它必须要来到鼻腔的最上缘，也就是眉毛之中的这个地方。
And we only need a few drops. We don't need a whole glass.
而我们其实真正需要的只是几滴而已，我们不需要整罐 ghee。
So why do we put ghee in the nose?
所以我们为什么要在鼻子里面放 ghee 呢？
So that the skin inside, the mucus, the skin inside does not become dry.
所以我们鼻腔内部的皮肤并不会变得干燥，
And it is protected.
因为它不会干燥，所以它是被保护着的。
Mm-hmm. So we can either have a lot of phlegm or it can be too dry. Those are two ways that the Hamsa can catch.
所以明善轮有两种方式有可能被受到感染，要么它就是太湿，或者是太干。
So if we have too much phlegm, we need to rinse with salt water. We can do the salt water treatment.
如果我们鼻腔内部有太多黏液，或者是有一些鼻水，我们可以用
And then, sorry, and then you cleanse and then you put the ghee.
我们可以用盐水的这个治疗方法，也就是洗鼻子。接着我们洗完鼻子之后呢，再点 ghee。
Okay, so another tip, very important, is that from Vashi we get the ghee with the camphor.
另外一个小技巧非常重要，因为在 Vashi 医院，我们拿到的 ghee 都是 ghee，然后里面有掺入了樟脑。
If the camphor is natural and edible, then it's good. You can use it.
如果那个樟脑是天然的，然后可食用等级的樟脑，那就是很好的。
But some products called camphor, they look the same, they are toxic.
但是有一些樟脑，它虽然一样名为樟脑，看起来也一模一样，但是它其实是有毒的，有化学成分的。
And you must know the difference. And if you have a doubt, do not use camphor, just use ghee.
当我们自己自制 ghee 的这个 ghee camphor 的时候，我们必须要明确的知道这个不一样。如果你不能明确的分辨樟脑的不一样，哪一个是天然的话，最好不要用樟脑，只要用 ghee 就好了。
So the best is always to check vibrations. So I have my ghee and I will always check vibrations before I put it inside me.
所以最好的方法是在每一次我们要点之前，在那个 ghee 上面，我们都确认一下它是否还有能量。
If you have ghee from Vashi, maybe it is very old and it's lost vibrations because the ghee is now rancid.
或许你可能原本这个 ghee 是从巴西医院得来的，但是它已经非常久了，那它也有可能会失去能量，因为 ghee 是牛奶做成的，它非常有可能会坏掉。
And if there is camphor, you will not smell that it has gone bad. You will only smell the camphor. So it smells good, but it could be bad.
如果这个 ghee 里面有掺入樟脑的话，或许我们并不会了解到它其实已经坏掉了，因为我们只会闻到樟脑的味道，然后闻起来感觉很香，但其实它已经没有能量了。
So always check vibrations.
所以我们要永远每次点之前都要再确认一次能量。
Okay, so there's also some products called ghee, but they are actually made from vegetables.
然后还有这是樟脑的部分，另外一个部分是 ghee， 有一些 ghee 虽然一样叫做 ghee， 但是它其实是植物炼成的。
So in Sahaja Yoga, we use real ghee or butter because it pleases Sri Krishna.
在萨哈加瑜伽，我们永远都会用真正的 ghee， 也就是牛奶制成的，或者是我们用奶油、黄油，因为这个能够取悦 Sri Krishna。
So it's important, it's better that you make your own ghee if you can't buy good ghee.
所以，因为 ghee 在外面卖的有一些是有化学成分，或者是不是那么天然，最好的方式是我们自己自制这个 ghee。
Okay, good. So those are my advice about ghee camphor. I don't know if there were any questions about this.
所以这是我关于 ghee camphor treatment 治疗方法的一些小小建议。想要问大家有没有关于这个有任何问题？现在可以写在留言处提问。
It looked like somebody was asking a question. Yeah.
They are a bit confused about the cleaning, rotating the cleaning the back agnya and the eyes, the treatment. So is it how to rotate? Is it at the same clockwise?
So you go from the back. You follow imagine it's the nadi. So the nadi goes over the ego, right, and down. So you're following that like that, and then you hit. And then with the eyes, with the eyes you go the other way actually. This is how Shri Mataji shows it. The eyes and back. I have a video, I can share it with you afterwards. I have a video with her showing it.
OK， 所以关于这个清洁眼睛跟后耳轮的这个 treatment 呢，我们会在想象我们内部确实是那个左右脉是透过眼睛来交叉的，所以我们旋转的时候一样是照着那个轨迹。确实他们两个一个是顺时钟，一个是逆时钟。如果大家不明白的话，姐妹等一下会跟我们分享一个影片，是Shri Mataji亲自教大家做这个治疗方法。The other question, how is the ghee will be bad even if put in the fridge?
No, it will stay very long in the fridge. That's fine.
Okay, but still after some time it may get bad.
Probably will take a long time. I'm not sure. I always use mine before I know it. Mine always disappears before it goes bad.
放在冰箱会比较保存期限确实可以更长，但是还是建议大家在点之前都确认一下能量。How to make ghee?
Oh, okay. How to make ghee? Okay, so you buy unsalted butter.
所以大家买没有盐的黄油奶油。
And you take a pot that is a bit wide, not too narrow, just a bit wide like that. And you heat it gently, and it'll boil for maybe 10-15 minutes, not too high heat.
所以我们取一个可以加热的容器，不要太窄，大概是宽口的。那我们用小火慢慢的把它融化，然后让它滚，差不多10到15分钟。
So two things will happen. All the protein, all the water will boil out, and then the proteins will cook and fall down.
所以在这个过程之中，所有的水都会蒸发掉，然后蛋白质会被煮沸，然后它会沉淀下来。
So after a while, there's no more water. The protein has gone down, and you have the pure fat sitting in the pot. Pure fat, nothing else but fat. That's ghee.
接着这个奶油会分层，因为水已经蒸发掉了，所有的蛋白质都会沉淀下来，在蛋白质之上会浮一层，只有肥油这个油的部分会有一层。
So you can then gently just pour it off, and what's left in the pan, you just throw it out, and what you pour off is pure ghee.
所以你可以把上面那一层油，那就是纯粹的 ghee 的部分，你可以把它倒出来，然后分离出来，在下面的这个蛋白质沉淀的地方，你就是把它丢掉就好了。上面这个油，酥油就是酥油。
If there are some particles or stuff on the surface, you just take it off with a spoon.
如果这之中还有一点点油，你可以简单的用汤匙把它挖好，就是稍微分好。
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
More questions? No, that's it.
More question.
That's okay.
Okay, how to how we affect using our eyes, and how, like, from the back Agnya also, how we from daily life, how we prevent that get catch.
Mm. Hmm. Good question. I'm not sure what to say. I mean, we can protect ourselves from keeping our attention inside, from, of course, doing bandhan and clearing ourselves regularly. Still, we will always be affected by life and the world. But if we are strong yogis, if we have a strong subtle system, it doesn't affect us that much. It's easy to clear out quickly.
所以这边有个朋友问说，眼睛跟后额轮会影响，刚刚老师说，姐妹说会影响我们的明善轮。那我们要怎么样避免日常使用的时候会影响到我们的明善轮？那姐妹是说，虽然我们，当然我们每天静坐，我们想要灵性生静，但是日常每一天确实还是会因为环境而影响。但如果我们内在，这个根扎得够强壮的话，就不会影响我们那么多。OK.
Yeah. So of course, to protect our eyes, we should try to not look directly at people's eyes, etc. You know all those things, right? You should keep your eyes sort of, be a bit discreet of where you look. Okay, yeah, you can explain.
所以为了保护我们眼睛、明善轮、额轮，所以大家也都知道，我们不应该，也不是不应该，就是尽量不要直视人的眼睛，或是不要直视一些比较不好的事物，这我们都知道，所以我们可以把注意力放在内在，然后尽量小心眼睛的使用。
I can give a general advice because people are afraid of catching. So you can bring with you, just a second.
所以姐妹说她会给我们一个广义的、粗略的一些小建议。
You can make, this. It's the salt, mustard, and chili.
所以大家可以像这样子，这个是黑芥末籽还有盐巴。
And you can put a little bit of a tissue paper. So you take a tissue paper and you make a little package and you just keep it in your pocket. It helps a lot with not picking up anything from anybody.
所以这个是一个清洁的方法，另外一个清洁方法可以把黑芥末籽跟盐巴放在母亲的 altar， 母亲的神坛面前，然后给它能量，之后可以用一个小纸巾把它包起来，变成一个小球，然后放在我们的口袋里面。我们出去的时候就可以保护我们更好的，不要被外在的负面所影响。
Or a lemon. You can do a lemon. You can have a lemon with a vibrated lemon, and you can just keep it with you when you go out.
或者是可以用柠檬一样给它在母亲面前给予了能量之后放在口袋面前，放在口袋里面，我们出去的时候可以带着。
Okay. Any more questions?
The one say when he put ghee, he always feel a bit of out of breath, like he couldn't breathe. Don't know how to improve that, or what is the situation.
But maybe he's putting too much.
所以如果你点这个 ghee 会有窒息的感觉，你可能放太多了，因为其实我们只要1-2滴去滋润这个 鼻腔就好了，就滋润这个明善轮。你可能
Or
点太
maybe
多
he
了才
needs to
会。
do the saltwater cleansing, or maybe he's has some infection. Maybe it can be like inflammation.
或者是你鼻腔内部可能有一些感染，或是有一些就是鼻涕，或是需要被清洁，所以你也可以在点滴之前先做
I
盐
don't
水
know.
的那个治疗方法。就
I'm not
是
really
姐
sure
妹
why.
不是很了解为什么会这样造成，但你可以这些方法都试试看，看能不能改善。Thank you. I think that is all the question.
Okay, wonderful. So I think there is another clip now. The number 3, is that it?
所以我们可以播放第3段母亲的演讲。
Ham and Sa. These two are actually the Bija mantras of the Agya. But when the Agya touches the Hamsa, it starts here. That's why at the base, at the root of it is the Hamsa. And here the Hum. Hum means I am. If you are discreet, you will not take to fashions. You will not take to stupid ideas. You have your own personality. You are a Saj Yogi. You don't listen to people who are non-Saj Yogis. That is the Hum. I am. Not the ego part. But the Hum to understand that I am a yogi and I know so many things which normally people don't know. And so I have nothing to do with them. I am not to take any lessons from them. They are not to teach me anything. There's nothing that they know. I know much more. To be aware of yourself is Hum. So that comes from the right side, I would say. The discretion of right side is Hum. And the discretion of left side is Sa. Sa means you. Means you are the one. In your case, you know who is the you. But for every human being, you is a divine. You are the one. This comes from the left side is Sa. So the word Hamsa is made of 2 types of discretion, where to see I am and where to see you are. On these 2 balances, as they have shown here beautifully, the moon and the sun. In the center is the cross, which gives you the balance, which gives you the dharma. How all these things are connected, one after another, layers after layers, you can see how dharma is connected with discretion.
Okay, so we will now talk a little bit about Hamsa and balance.
现在我们会稍微谈到明善论以及平衡。
And Hamsa doesn't show on the chakra chart, the normal diagram of the chakras, right? You don't. There isn't a part of the hand where it shows up.
明善轮，一般来说，在能量中心的那个图，我们并不会特别展现它的位置，或者是在手上也没有一个特定的地方去知道明善轮的地方，特定的位置。
But many yogis have discovered that if you ask about your Hamsa, you will feel it catching on the tip of the Vishuddhi finger.
但是虽然没有特别提到，但是很多瑜伽师都有亲自感受到，当我们在明善轮受到感染的时候，我们会在喉轮的那个指头感觉到刺痛。
So our Hamsa could be catching from the left or from the right.
所以明善轮有可能会从左边或是右边，左脉右脉，受到感染。
So one way that we can balance the influence of the left and the right is by doing the pranayama, the alternate nostril breathing.
所以我们要有一个方法，如何避免我们因为左脉或右脉的不平衡，而感染了我们的明善轮，就是我们可以做这个呼吸方法。
This will balance the energy of Ida and Pingala Nadi. So we are clearing the Hamsa and also centering ourselves and calming the mind.
这个方法呢，它可以在我们左脉跟右脉之中，达到一个平衡。它也可以让我们更专注在中脉之上，让我们的思维停下来，更宁静。
And we should do it with our attention in the Sahasrara and never do it mechanically. If we just do it as a physical exercise, we may actually catch on our Hamsa.
当我们做这个呼吸方法的时候，我们要注意，我们必须要将注意力保持在顶轮，注意力保持在内在，而不是只是机械性的来做这个呼吸。如果我们太过机械化，用力过猛，反而有可能会伤害我们的明善轮。
So I'll just explain first, and then we will see Shri Mataji demonstrate the pranayama. So you close one nostril and breathe in, and then you switch, and then you breathe out. And then you breathe in from the same, you switch, and you breathe out from the other.
我们会，姐妹会先解释给大家听，大家先了解。等一下我们会看Shri Mataji亲自向我们示范这个呼吸方法怎么做。也就是我们先把其中一个鼻孔给，稍微鼻翼也压一下，然后只从一个鼻孔吸气，过一段时间换压另外一个鼻子，再从另外一个鼻孔吐气，接着停一下，从这个第二个鼻孔吸气，再换边，从一开始的那个鼻孔吐气。
So we can watch the video of Shri Mataji showing us how to do it.
我们可以看一下影片。
Pranavasya Parabrahma Rishi Paramatma Devata Devi Gayatri Chanda Pranayame Viniyoga.
This is action. This is right side, pranayama. Just to put it. How you do it, you tell them.
What you do is you take your hand like this, place these fingers on the left nostril, breathe in through the right nostril, hold it for a short while, then put your thumb on your other nostril and breathe out through the left nostril. Then breathe in through the left nostril, hold it, and then breathe out through the right nostril. Should be done gently, you shouldn't force it. Once or twice is twice.
Let's put right hand on the.
Yes, sir. First put the right hand on the
right.
nostril, right thumb on the right nostril. Breathe into the left. Follow Sri Mataji as she does.
And also when you breathe out, keep it out for a while. Clear out.
Because
Just to clear out your sinuses and problems, you see. Because you feel that helps. Is better now?
also Ida Pingla get
Ida Pingla, good.
Okay, so just want to explain, and in case you haven't understand completely, you first breathe in,
只是想要稍微向大家解释一下，怕大家还不是很了解。用大
And
拇
then
指
you-
压其中一个鼻孔，然后吸气。
you first breathe in, then switch and breathe out. And
接着换
pause,
另，
and then you breathe in through the same nostril.
接着你用食指压住另外一个鼻孔，然后吐气。接着从同一个鼻孔稍微停顿一下，再吸气。
And then you switch and breathe out, and then in through the same nostril. So let's do it together calmly with our attention in the Sahasrara, and then see how we feel.
接着再换到原本那个鼻孔，再吐气，像这样一个循环。
We'll
我
do
们
it
可
3
以将
times.
注意力保持在头顶，然后一起做3次。
Okay, so attention in the Sahasrara.
注意力在顶轮。
So there are two mantras that we can use to balance the left and the right. We say, to balance the left side, we say the mantra to Shri Surya Chakra Swamini. And to balance the right side, we say Shri Chandrama.
所以有2个口诀可以来平衡我们的左右脉，一个口诀是平衡左脉的，一个口诀是平衡右脉的，如同前面所说的一样。
So we can sing those two now. Maybe you can...
一起来说这2个口诀。
Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Surya Chakra Swamini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Chandrama Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. And then the other thing that Shri Mataji talks about is the movement of the cross. So we can do this as a treatment where we take our hand up and the cross.
另外一个引清所说到的平衡的方法就是这个十字，我们可以这样做，就像一个治疗方法一样，我们可以将灵量升起到头顶，接着从眼睛的地方画一个横，就像一个十字一样。
So we understand that the Hamsa sits at the base of the Agya, and the Ham and the Ksham, Hamsa, are the Bija mantras for the Agya.
所以我们了解到，我们 Hamsa 其实就是额轮的种子口诀 Ham 跟 Sa。
So we can do this movement a few times. We are moving into the Sahasrara, and we are taking away the ego. We're going up, and we're cleansing.
我们用把灵量拨到头顶，拨到我们的顶轮，接着我们这个横线，我们带走我们的自我。
And we are honoring the symbol and the life of Christ, and we're doing it with full understanding.
我们在内在向耶稣基督致敬。我们做的时候要了解十字架、十字的这个符号象征。
And we can say the Bija mantras 3 times.
我们可以一起说 Hamsa 的这个种子口诀3次。
Om Ham Ksham Ham Ksham Ham Ksham Om. So we can listen to the last clip again. We saw it before, but it's nice to hear it again now. And then we'll have some, and then we can have some silent meditation after that clip.
所以我们可以再看一次第4片母亲的演讲，接着我们会进入一段静默的冥想。
You should not use me for your own purpose in that manner. But in any case, you are using me. But with the understanding that Mother is all the time with me and is helping me, there's no need to come forward and jump on my time and to take my time and to bother me so that I should feel, oh God, when will I get rid of this? Or others have a thing, Mother, you must come to my house, you must take my child, you must meet my husband, he might be a drunkard. So taking attention to what you call yours is also indiscretion. Instead of that, you put your attention to me instead of taking my attention to you. It's a very delicate line, as if we are walking on a sword. It's a very, very delicate line of discretion. But once you know, as a state within yourself, you are discreet. You cannot be indiscreet even if you want to. And that is what is the ascent part. So once you come out of this chakra and pass through your agya, you enter into sastara where you have to be discreet. Whatever then comes out from there blessed, whatever expression comes out blessed from the sastara is all discreet and beautiful. Some people have a habit of dominating me also. Like I am talking, they are talking. If I am saying something, they will talk. Then I play tricks. I am good at playing tricks. But I am very discreet. It's alright. My discretion plays the trick. Because if I am direct, you won't like it. So better be discreet and play tricks. In everything that we do, discretion expresses itself. And if you are a solid Sahajogi or a Sahajogini, your discretion is evident and everybody sees it and knows it that it is there. So for all of you, it is important to develop your discretion today and to ask me, recite your Hamsa Chakra so that you are all the time stationed in the power of discretion. With discretion we have evolved to human state. And to go further, we have to develop our innate discretion, which I think is the essence of all the religion, of all the adventures we have had, of all the lives which we have known, is the discretion around which everything moves. May God bless you. May God bless you. You should not use
Jai Shri Mataji. Thank you everyone for being here.
谢谢马特吉，感谢今天大家的参与。
We will turn off the recording, and if there are any more questions or comments, I will still be around for a few minutes.
我们可以把这个录影给关掉，接着我们可以，如果还有更多问题的话，可以提问。